you some good news. I have a coffee that is available, and I designed the packaging myself. I did the artwork, which is actually a nice poster, but anyway, that's that. I also want to share with you this morning my new little cookbook. All this information is in my bio. So let's get started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, this morning we are making a simple fruit salad with leftovers. So you guys get to enjoy that. And it's really quick, easy, and it's just something to do with your leftovers. So let's get started here. I am cutting up my celery. You can cut it as thick as you like. Some people really enjoy celery. They like the crunch. So it's kind of like how much, crunch you want, how thick you want it. Then also how big of a salad. I am making a salad for two. So I don't need a whole lot. Always be prepared when you're cutting anything. Have you two knives available, because sometimes one not as sharp or don't work as good with your hand, depending on what you're cutting. Now I think that's pretty good for what I want. We're gonna add that to the bowl. Now we're going to get ready to chop up our apple. Now the same with the apple as with the celery. You can cut it as fine as you like or as thick as you like. And depending on how big of a dish you're making, you may need more apples. Since mine is just for two people, I only need one apple for this type of salad. That little piece is a little too big. All right. How was your holiday? What you guys do? Did you eat a lot? Watch football? Watch movies? My family is movie people. So usually what we do on Thanksgiving is we go and visit our family and friends, and then we come back to, or we would meet up at somebody's house. And we would just find a movie, and that's where we at. And then we are eating leftovers, like leftover pie and cake. And oh man, I just love holidays. I love all of the holidays. Do you have a favorite holiday? Mine is Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. I love all holidays really, but those are my favorite ones. Okay, so y'all engage with each other. You know, I'm focused on making sure I chop this up just right. Uh, Also, let me share with you guys what I did over the weekend. You know, I had leftover dressing, and I'm one of those people love to figure out what to do with leftovers so you don't throw away food when so many people need it and want it. Man, I hate that with a passion almost. Well, I decided I'm gonna turn my dressing into a waffle. And so I got my waffle plate out, and I took the dressing and re-stirred it up fine, you know, to put it in the waffle. And I think I should have put an egg in it. Half of the waffle turned out right. The other half was too crumbly. So anyway, that was my kitchen fail. But I'm always trying to learn something too. I'm one of those people that what I learn, I like to also teach so it helps somebody. To me, that's the purpose of learning is to empower not only your life but other people that you care about, or even if you don't know them. It's just good to give back. Now you see how big this apple is making this? Look at that. So far it's just celery and apple. I'm gonna put some dates in it and put some nuts in it. And I'm gonna make this without mayonnaise because I'm lactose intolerant on the worst side. So I'm gonna be using lemon juice as my dressing. Okay, so now this is enough for two people, and I'm going to add my dates. Okay, I think this is so thick. Okay, you know some people use raisins. Some people use coconut and turn it into ambrosia. Okay. Also, I want to stop and show this to you guys. My new cookbook, my hand art that I turned into a cover for my private label coffee. The links is in my bio. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because it helps the channel. And if you guys are doing something special, let me know. I will definitely support you too. Uh, okay, I'm gonna put one more large date in it after I finish this one because I'm not using raisins. I don't have any raisins, and this show is about using what you got. Sometimes you don't have everything a recipe call. That don't mean you don't have to prepare that recipe. That means you just find alternatives. And if you know anything about research, if you don't have a certain dish, you can Google what is the alternative to that dish, and you'll be so surprised that you can figure out how to still have that dish and just have something that's uniquely added. Okay, now, as you can see, look at that. Now,